What's up, you punk-ass bitches? You already know who it is. That's right, it's Less Than Zero social media plug bot back in this bitch one more again. Check it, Christian and Nia forgot to turn off Nia's air conditioning before recording, and I ain't gonna hold you, it's loud as shit. But just roll with it. If you're mad about the audio quality, peep the video version on YouTube, and distract your ears by staring at Christian and Nia's beautifully chiseled faces under contrasting colored lights, in stunning 1080p HD. And be sure to follow us on all platforms at Less Than Zero FM, and please rate and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That is all. Thank you. Bitch.
You are now listening to 103.5 Dawn FM.
Sometimes you can have anything in the world your heart desires, except the way it used to be. Less Than Zero.
Do you want to take it away?
Yes, actually I do.
Okay.
Welcome back to Dawn, or welcome back to Less Than Zero, a podcast talking about the Weeknd's 5th studio album. Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
All right.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Less Than Zero with
Christian
and Hania, and we're talking about the Weeknd's 5th studio album, Dawn FM, where we go song by song, and we discuss each song musically and thematically.
Correct.
And
yeah.
our feelings throughout.
Hell yeah. Now, what you guys don't know, we just did 2 takes of this intro already, and I did the intro, but this time she really wanted to do it, so I hope you enjoyed.
I think I did a great job.
I think you did, yeah. Okay, so today we're covering...
So last time we covered the first 2 tracks, Dawn FM and Gasoline. And then this time we're covering...
How Do I Make You Love Me and Take My Breath.
Yes.
Now, How Do I Make You Love Me is my favorite song on the whole album. I know that's controversial to you. You've gone on record saying you don't understand how people like it the best.
Yeah.
But
at all.
I happen to. I think it's literally like the chorus. I think it's like pure ecstasy in my ear hole. So.
Well, hear your take today.
Okay.
And
you want to get into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going back in time. I'd like to see you try unpacking thoughts through tunnels in your mind. I'll fix your mushroom tea and cross the restless sea. Release yourself to escape reality.
Do you hear that?
It doesn't faze you. I need a breakthrough. I said
Here's how the chorus on this makes me feel. It makes me feel like someone took heroin and shot it right into my ear.
Real you girl, you don't have to hide. Forget about what your daddy said. I'll teach you how to shine. Can light you up again like embers of a fire. It doesn't faze you. I need a breakthrough. I only want what's right. I say, how do I make you love?
Dude, that's gonna sound so good in person. And you know it. Awesome. All right. So, what do you think? Because
Thoughts and feelings?
I'm gonna go on for an hour, so I'll let you go first.
Okay. I think it has its good parts,
Okay.
and it has its lulls.
Easy
There as
now.
well.
Easy. Okay.
There as well. But I think overall, I mean, it's a good track. I think it says a lot lyrically about his character development,
Okay.
which is shocking. But I think maybe you'll touch more on the instrumental portion of it.
Okay. Speak on that though.
The instrumental portion?
His character development. You mean?
Yeah. So I mean, the lyrics. If we go through them. I mean, the song, the title.
The title.
How do I
yeah.
make you love me? Like he's ever been concerned with that in his
What
career?
What lyrics were you citing earlier?
So I mean, if we think of who The Weeknd is as a brand,
Right.
he's basically self-branded throughout the course of history of his
Yeah.
own history as like just like a manipulator, like what could be labeled as a woman hater,
Well,
and like a really toxic.
now you say that. I mean, has he ever said anything in his songs that would even lead you to believe that?
I think there's lots of examples, but we can even use like his most recent example
I don't know.
on Heartless, the last album,
I love
After
great
Hours.
song. Yep. Mhm.
So he goes from, and I think we should play this as well.
Okay.
But I think he goes from saying, on Heartless, selling dreams to these girls with their guard down. What does that sound like to you?
It sounds like he's a nice guy. He stumbled across some women that, they're down and out, they got their guard down. He's like, "Hey honey, here's some dreams for you."
Yeah, he's like redistributing his
Yeah.
His wealth.
His success.
to vulnerable women.
Yeah, but like he's not like
It's
taking
giving
it.
Epstein. It's giving a little Epstein.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't say it's giving because I hate that. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's open to interpretation. I don't know. What do you guys think?
But he goes from
They were talking.
I also
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I think they made some good points. But yeah, he goes from saying selling dreams to these girls with their guard down to literally, how can I make you love me?
Okay.
How can I make you fall for me? And make it last eternally.
Holy shit.
Eternally.
That means he's trying to tie the knot.
Yeah, and in Heartless, again, he says there's no, oh my god, what is the line? He says there's no wedding.
Yeah, never be a wedding plan. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm starting to see where you're coming from here.
Yeah.
I'm still a little skeptical, but okay. Well, let's talk about this song musically.
Okay.
Given that neither of us are even amateur musicians, let's tackle this song from a musical perspective. Okay, so in episode 1, I laid out a theory. I said this album sonically is it's a mixture of 80s with a little techno to it, like a little dance club techno vibe to it. I'd say, yes, discotheque, there we go. I would say this song is a prime example of that. It starts off, so Gasoline had that like repetitive kick drum in it, like the bass drum, and a lot of synths. This song kind of follows suit. This song's obviously a lot more high energy. I'd say
In a major key or a minor key? Can you identify?
I think this is I want to say it's a major key, but I could be wrong. I like how it starts off very unassuming. This song starts off low key. Okay, while we were listening, she said something very disrespectful. She said this song is basically like this is how she summed up the entire song. And okay, I'll give that to you.
Like kids bopping their head back and forth to a song on the bus,
Yes.
you know?
Okay, you didn't have to add it on the bus. It's so rude. Okay, when this song starts off, I get that. It's very, very unassuming, very low key. Coming off of Gasoline, where he's like just raging about like ODing on drugs, like, and then going to this, it's kind of it's a little jarring. But the song builds up to be like so climactic at the chorus. I think. Okay, so the chorus for me is literally, I mean, it's just like, it sounds just like pure, just dopamine in an audio form. Like when he hits the high note and he's like, how do I make you love me? How do I make you fall for me? It just sounds amazing. I did find a piece of inspiration, I think, for this song. And I think it comes from Mortal Kombat, believe it or not. Can I pull it up?
Is it from the 80s?
So Mortal Kombat, the original game, is a quintessential 80s game. Okay, so the bridge in between the verse and the hook, where it's just kind of that techno beat, I think this is where it comes from. Whoops, wrong song. Sorry, everybody. I'd say the inspiration stops there, where the guy screams Mortal Kombat. But I don't know. Do you see that at all?
We should play that part again.
Okay.
It's quite unusual, seeking approval, begging for it desperately.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay.
I buy it.
And then here, we have to play it. Oh, wait, and then the ooze. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
I like this song. I don't love this song in my heart where it makes me feel like my brain is tingling and stuff, you know?
Yeah, okay, fair.
But I'm glad that you're passionate about it.
Thank you. Do you have any thoughts musically about it?
Otherwise, no.
Okay.
How do you think it follows lyrically from Gasoline? I know you talked about musically. Do you think he's talking about the same person? Do you think it connects?
Yeah, I feel like you never really know if an artist is talking about a specific person or not. I feel like this could fall in line with Gasoline, because in Gasoline, if you recall, I think we theorized he's kind of like, we theorized that he was like leaving someone a voicemail.
Yeah, he's like Marvin's rooming it.
Yeah, big time, yeah, except on like amphetamines.
Yeah.
And not rosé.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this sounds like, it almost sounds like a continuation. Like, in Gasoline, he's like, you know, crying out to this person while he's like on this crazy bender, and here it seems like he could just be straight up saying to that person, like, you know, I need you, I miss you, like, how do I make you love me, like, how do I make you want me? I feel like it could connect, but
Yeah, and the lyrics that follow that sound like, I
Yeah.
mean, unless it's just how he is in relationships, or whoever this character is.
mhm,
All the things you tolerated made you cold inside, you know, not answering his phone calls like the first one.
mhm,
Because of the things he did, like he mentioned in the first song.
mhm. How do you think this song contributes to the overall theme of the album? Keep in mind, the theme of the album, or at least what we understand of it, is Dawn FM is it's a radio station that you listen to, it's played for you
In Purgatory?
while you're transitioning from this mortal coil to the afterlife.
Right.
How do you think this plays into that?
So I think what we said with Gasoline was that it's kind of like he's in a really like material, like kind of like you said, like on a bender, like basically
Yeah.
living a really material life and
A very
coming down
earthly
from
life.
it. Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
good wording.
Thank you.
Really earthly life, and then he basically like either passes out or dies. So he's on the beginning of his character arc, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And this just sounds like, this makes me feel like when you go through, like when you go through a breakup in the beginning,
Yeah.
and you like blame yourself for everything, and you're like almost like in a state of like desperation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is what I hear when I hear the song.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it goes along the line of healing in that way, which for me sounds like he's starting off at such a low point, and that's how he's beginning to transcend.
I agree. Yeah. It seems like he's found the error of his ways a little bit, or at least he's like starting to. He's in Gasoline, it sounds like he's almost bragging about his bad behavior.
Yeah, which is like a continuation of all of his past albums, if you really
Yes.
think about it.
Here, it sounds like I don't think he's fully turned yet. I think the question, how do I make you love me? I think that could be the crux on which his behavior starts to change.
Mm-hmm.
He might see, how do I make you love me? He might think to himself, I need to fix myself. I need to stop being such a, Epstein person, as you put it.
Yeah, that was a little harsh now that you said it back to me.
Right, because
But-
he had like a whole private island for
Yeah.
like minors.
And he was just like manipulative.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
and he had people murdered. So I'd
Yeah,
say
yeah.
The Weeknd is not quite there.
Okay.
But yeah, it sounds, either way, it sounds like he's starting to, in his journey to the afterlife, he's maybe starting to question his behavior a little bit.
Yeah, and even then in this track, it's in a worldly way. Like he's linking it back to another person, which is ultimately worldly instead of looking inwards.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
for the validation of another person.
Yes, you're exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah, okay. Anything else with this you want to discuss?
I don't think I have too many other thoughts.
Let me see. Let me look through the lyrics here. I think he actually does kind of talk about what we talked about. When we first started talking about the song, we said what a transformation this is for him to go from selling dreams to bitches with their guards down to how do I make you love me. He kind of acknowledges that. He says, it's quite unusual seeking approval. I think he's talking about
Yeah.
himself. Yeah. So he's aware of the change. Where does he say that? Yeah. It doesn't faze you. I need a breakthrough. Maybe this song is kind of leading to the breakthrough. It's quite unusual seeking approval, begging for it desperately. Yeah, this is a... Yeah, so I think before we started recording, I was saying what I like about this song. Don't know why I didn't say it while we were recording. I'll say it now. I like... The song is just like so... It's so romantic. Like, when you're trying to sway someone to like you, you try to be a little bit more subliminal about it, a little more suave. You would never just like, come up to someone and be like, how do I make you love me? Like, how do I do that? He's like so desperate. He has just like abandoned everything, and he's just like straight up telling this person, like, how do I make you love me? Like, what do I need to do? I love that. That's like so romantic. Yeah, I don't know. And the song just sounds amazing. So, okay. Do you want to move on to our next song?
Yes.
Okay.
But I do want to talk about the transition between the two songs.
Okay.
Because that's why we paired them together.
Go off.
So, no, I don't really have much to talk about, but I just want to hear it.
Okay.
But I think maybe... How should we do this? I think we should play it through the transition.
Yeah, for sure. So, for those of you who aren't aware, Dawn FM... So, another 70s, 80s trope in albums is that they would songs would seamlessly transition between each other. I don't know why music stopped doing that. I feel like that's like an automatic way to make your album better, is to
Yeah.
like make this. Maybe that makes it harder to craft the individual songs, but I don't know. I love when artists do that. The Weeknd is the first artist to like really like, at least to my knowledge, make that super mainstream again. I mean, all anyone talks about with this album is the transitions,
Yeah.
rightfully so.
Yeah.
So we're about to play the first major transition from
Yeah.
"How Do I Make You Love Me" to "Take My Breath."
So we'll kind of started from the end of.
Cool.
Just the last few words.
Yeah. Mic for this long. Yo,
Wait, what?
come on.
Wait, what just happened?
Yo.
Did you search the song and then play it?
Oh, it was my fault. Oh shit. My bad.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's okay. We're on the album now.
Okay, sorry
We can do it
everyone.
again.
Just hang tight for a sec. We're having some technical difficulties. I admitted to it. I didn't Epstein it.
Yeah. I feel so bad now that I said that.
No, it's okay.
It just came out.
I thought it was funny.
I like him. I don't like Epstein.
You don't like Epstein? You want me to edit that out?
Actually, you might. You might need for my own safety.
Take my breath.
Amazing.
Okay, so that was the transition from "How Do I Make You Love Me" to "Take My Breath."
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
The first of many. I don't
Yeah.
know. My initial thought is that after listening through this album, which I think both of us did, we listened through it once and then we continue to listen through it over and over.
Every single day.
Yeah. And there was a point where I like put my phone on like shuffle or something, and if one song came up on this album,
Yeah.
from this album, I would switch over and listen to the entire album in order
From there.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, and even if I listen to them on shuffle, if I don't hear the song that comes directly after it,
Yeah.
it just feels really weird.
It does feel. It feels wrong almost.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is how good the transitions are.
Yeah. Okay. So that was almost a 2-minute transition from "How Do I Make You Love Me" into "Take My Breath." A lot of breathing. I'm sure that must have been interesting to watch him record him just going. I think it's pretty smooth, especially considering how different "How Do I Make You Love Me" and "Take My Breath" are as songs. They're completely different I guess they're at the same BPM, beats per minute. I guess that's how they were able to pull that off.
Right.
Because it was pretty seamless. I mean, this is old hat to you. I don't know why I'm reiterating. But yeah, no, I love it. Do you want to continue on with the song?
Yes.
The Kids' Choice Award nominated, Take My Breath.
I saw the fire in your eyes.
Beautiful.
It's so good.
I saw the fire when I look into your eyes. You told me
Even that just repeated himself, and it's still like so good.
temptation is the devil in disguise. You risk it all to feel alive. Yeah. You do this all the time. Tell me you love me, I bring you to the light. And then suddenly, baby says, take my breath away and make it last forever, babe. Do it now or never, babe. Tell me does it better, babe. Bring me closer, want me to hold on to your tight. Yeah, pull me closer, feel the heat between your thighs.
Feel the heat between your thighs. Kids' Choice Award.
Fuck yeah.
What do they think he's talking about?
He's talking about like chicken thighs, like heating them up in the microwave, you know, like kids do, like Lunchables. You know the chicken thigh Lunchable? That classic,
Yeah.
like whole leg of chicken Lunchable.
With the little cheese crackers
Yep.
and pepperoni.
Classic, yeah.
And make it last forever, babe. Do it now or never, never, babe. Take my breath.
That was only 10% of the song. The rest of it is just,
And I love it.
yeah,
Especially the breath work at the end.
yeah, it's really good. Dude, people are gonna be at the concert to this, like this little instrumental right here.
I'm just gonna lie on the ground. I'm dead serious.
Just let it take you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
Damn. Okay. That was 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is something to note. Is he released this as a single first?
Yeah.
I think it was like 3 minutes long,
Yeah.
3:30 or something like that.
Yep.
And so he put the extended version on the album.
Yes.
And I know we both discussed this.
Yeah. What do you like? Do you like the single version or the extended version better?
I think we both agreed that we like the extended version better because it's longer.
Yeah.
That's it. At first, I didn't like it because I think it was like you're so used to listening to the
Yeah.
original. Anything else sounds worse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the original gives you more of what you want quicker. Like, it gives
Yeah.
you his nice vocals quicker. There's no long, like, interlude or bridge or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a musical expert, so I just know these terms. And I'm using them all correctly. Okay, so one time I was at, this is like a couple months ago, I was at my friend's party, and we were doing karaoke, and I was like cue up Take My Breath by The Weeknd. I'm gonna knock this shit out of the park. And this was post the album dropping, so I had only been listening to the extended version. Only listening to the extended version. And the karaoke version of this song is the single version, which I completely forgot existed. And so, like, all eyes are on me, because I'm up, and the song starts, and the beat is going, and like 20 seconds into it, I realize, oh shit, is this the extended version or is it the single version? Because the single version starts differently than the extended version. And I couldn't figure out what it was. And so when the beat cut out for him to come in with his vocals, I just went, and everyone went, oh, dude, like everyone lost their fucking minds.
And you were the only person that knew why?
Yeah, and I dove out the window, somehow survived, but that was not the intention. Let's get into the song. So, musically, this is, I want to say it could be the most 80s sounding song on the album. It's like so 80s, it's ridiculous. The synths, the other instruments, his vocals, it's all just like so 80s. I think from what I've read on the internet, this is the beat he used for this is a very popular, I don't know what you call it, like synth beat. It's apparently like somewhat common. But there's one song that I literally think, and look, I don't want to discredit The Weeknd. Abel, I know you're watching. I'm not throwing you any shade. It's okay to steal artistically. But I think there's one song that he literally, not just was like inspired by, like they straight up just ripped and made this song out of it. Can I play it?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Cool. So this is called The Last City by Makeup and Vanity Set. Do you hear it?
I hear it, absolutely. It
Okay.
sounds exactly like it.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a poor quality version.
Yeah, I mean,
Really good?
yeah.
I hope we didn't just inspire like a lawsuit or something.
Fuck, dude. Yo.
Because we know they're listening too, you know?
Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
As if they haven't heard Take My Breath already. As if
Right.
they've heard this before Take My Breath. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I'm whipped, so it doesn't matter because the song is so good.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't care. But if it was like
Yeah.
another artist, like MGK, I would care.
Well, easy now.
I wouldn't even know
That's
actually
my
if
boy.
he did it. But
I'm
if
kidding,
it was
I'm
like
kidding. Yeah.
yeah, if it was like Chris Brown, definitely I would be all over it.
You'd be like, fuck him. Like, the women beating, I can tolerate, but ripping someone else's instrumental, like, that's where I draw the line, Buster. Okay.
That's a joke.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Okay, hold on. Okay, it's funny you say that, because it's funny how you say you're whipped and you don't care, because, like, obviously, like, Michael Jackson has a lot of accusations against him, but I'm such a Michael Jackson fan. I mean, I think there could be some truth to those, and I literally don't give a shit.
Which is so sad
I
because I
know.
feel like we become so blinded.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, like, if you're gonna give me that much good music, like, I mean, I listen to this album literally every day. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be really hard to make me dislike this person, even if he does something a little shady. Which,
Which thank God for being him. I'm so shocked to be honest, that we haven't heard stuff that's like worse
I know.
than
I know.
him taking somebody else's song.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
this is fine for me.
Yeah. But I also like, even if he did straight up rip this song, which there's a high possibility, I kind of don't really care. I feel like stealing artistically is okay. Like, I think giving credit where credit is due is important.
Yeah.
I don't think he credited these guys, but I think stealing artistically is okay. Taking someone else's artwork, making your own thing out of it, or like doing it better.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's okay.
Which I think he did in this case.
I think he did it better. Yeah.
It's like when Kanye said a sweatshirt is a sweatshirt.
It's, I was just thinking that. I was thinking that exact same thing. Like stealing
No,
music.
I'm dead serious.
It's just like
Yeah.
wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, he said that. A sweatshirt is a sweatshirt. He was talking about how people like rip his designs and stuff.
Yeah.
For easy.
So he's saying it's okay.
Yeah, he's saying he doesn't care.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the lyrics real quick. Talk while I pull these up.
Mm-hmm. Lyrically, I think something that we also need to address is the amount of metaphors that he has that are thematic.
Okay.
Because he talks about like eternity and things like that in his last song. It's not as heavy, but in Take My Breath, it's pretty heavy. Like he says, if we go back to the 7 deadly sins, which I still haven't figured out which is which yet. Maybe I'll talk about that in the last episode.
Yeah.
But he says in this song, temptation is the devil in disguise. Like this,
Yeah.
he's literally talking about some girl wanting to be choked, but then he's also making references to things that are transcendent. I don't know how
Yes.
to explain that, but
It seems to me that he is falling back into his life of sin, which, I mean, for anyone who has like gone on a religious journey of any sort, that's kind of how it goes. There's an ebb and a flow. You have your human moments where you sin and you're fucked up and corrupted, and then you have your moments where you realize the wrong of your ways, and even you can come to a complete realization and have a true breakthrough, like he mentioned in How Do I Make You Love Me, and still you fall back to your old ways. That's just kind of how it goes, and it sounds like that's what's happening here. It sounds like he's falling back to his old ways a little bit. It actually, I don't even know if he's necessarily just falling back on his own. It sounds like he's being pulled back by, it sounds like there's a woman in the song. Persuading him, yeah. I mean, he starts off with saying, I saw the fire in your eyes. You tell me things you want to try. And then eventually he says, I know
temptation is the devil in disguise.
Yeah, I know temptation is the devil in disguise. Yeah, so he's being tempted. He's falling back into his old ways. Okay. You know what? Damn, I actually, when I first heard this song, I thought, I don't know how this really plays into the whole, like, spiritual, like, afterlife thing, but yeah, I'm starting to see it. Yeah, it's yeah, I actually see it very clearly. Like, he's struggling, and he's being tempted with sin. Let's see.
I think that's shown in the music video too, where he gets kind of like lured in.
Yes, yeah.
And it bites him in the ass. Well, it literally chokes him to death or whatever happens to him in the end of the music video.
Yeah.
Not what I thought it was.
He says, it's like a dream what she feels with me. She loves to be on the edge. Her fantasy is okay with me. And suddenly Baby says, okay, hold on, pause. I hate how he refers to her as baby. That sucks. I hate that so much.
Because?
It's just weird. I don't know.
It's corny?
It's corny. It's weird. Like, I don't know. It just gives me, straight up, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I don't mean to say that, but that's just how I feel.
To be honest, I thought he just used that word because it was going to fit into the... I don't know how to explain.
Like rhythmically?
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's probably true. I probably still would have picked another word. I would have if
it was an old album, he would have said that bitch instead of baby.
Yeah.
2 syllables, right?
Well, he had to get the Kids' Choice Award, so he cleaned it up a little bit.
That bitch says.
Yeah.
Baby says.
I
yeah.
just don't like Baby Says. I would have even said like Homie Says. I do not
Homie?
like that at all. Yeah.
Brother.
Literally anything. Frankfurt, like any 2-syllable word.
Frankfurt.
And suddenly Frankfurt says, you know.
Okay, there is another part actually.
Okay.
Here, and they'll see me.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, you mean his little the thing that he says that no one really can tell what he's saying.
We can play it.
Okay.
It sounds like inaudible.
Yeah.
But that's what he's saying. Which is very strange because it has nothing to do with the rest of the song. And this is only in the extended version, if I'm not incorrect.
I think they played in the original too. Oh yeah, he said, "And they'll see me, babe." But here's the thing. I don't think he's saying anything there. I think he's intentionally not really saying anything, and these stupid lyric websites, genius, they just get lyrics wrong or like say things that aren't things in songs. I literally don't think he's saying anything there. Real
Okay,
quick.
cut it out.
Yeah, you quit that, genius. Hey, how about freaking like average intelligence? That's what they should call themselves, because they're not.
Instead of genius?
Yeah, well, because
Or
they're wrong.
trying our best.
Yeah, trying our best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tryingourbest.com.
Yeah. That's where you go for all your lyrics and your song breakdowns. You go to tryingourbest.com. Holy shit. Okay. Hold on. There's one more thing I wanted to touch on real quick. Oh yeah, I thought this was interesting. She says, the girl says, "Take my breath away and make it last forever, babe." Killer?
And she says another thing where is it? "Tell me you love me if I bring you to the light," which I think is just her wanting to be at the point where she's like almost losing consciousness.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
for her own self, but yeah, why does she go from bringing you? Is she just trying to be in between life and death, or is she actually trying to die? It's unclear.
Yeah, it's a little unclear. Either way, I think it's safe to say this girl might have a screw or two loose.
They're a perfect match.
Yeah,
I think.
I'd say so. Is there anything else lyrically he says that you want to get into?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I think that was really it. So where do you think he's at?
On his journey?
Yeah, just to cap it up. I know we already kind of discussed.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, it seems like now he is, he's fallen back to his old ways a little bit. He's kind of gone back to the guy on Gasoline. Kind of, pulled into it maybe a little bit against his will by this mistress with a death wish. But yeah, I guess we'll see where he goes from here.
So I think just kind of summing up where we left off, he is going back into his old ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I always think about his music videos for some reason too. So if you watch this music video, basically he like passes out on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And then the next song, Sacrifice music video, if I'm not incorrect, starts with him waking up.
He wakes up, yeah.
From the same dance floor. So it's almost like this is like an episode.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard because you don't want to take it too literally.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, it seems like he could be he could be getting pulled into, like, I don't want to say hell, because that's not what this album is about. This album is not about the afterlife. It's about the transition in between.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's getting pulled into a darker rung of whatever existence he's in.
Yeah. It's almost like he's facing all of his vices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better than what I said,
Yeah.
for sure.
And he's like more self-aware in a way.
Yeah. We have not seen an appearance from the Old Man yet.
No.
Old Man Weekend has not made an appearance yet.
Mm-mm. Which I'm still lost on, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, I misspoke. I think he was in the Gasoline music video.
Oh yeah, he was like the host of the Gasoline music video.
Yeah. So we both had an oopsie. All right, we're 1-1. Okay, anything else you think we should go over? Cool. All right, well, next episode, what are we going over?
We're covering Sacrifice, A Tale by Quincy, and Out of Time.
And there's no transition from Take My Breath to Sacrifice, but there's a bit of a transition between Tale by Quincy and Out of Time. So, yeah. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Here's all of our socials if you're watching this.
Watch us on YouTube, Less Than Zero FM, Instagram and Twitter, at Less Than Zero FM. Rate and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Bitch.
Please follow.
Follow, like, subscribe, comment, argue
Argue in the comments.
Argue in the comments. Like, personally threaten each other. I mean...
Unfiltered. Unhinged.
Only passionate Weeknd fans are allowed here. If your opinion isn't as radical as it can possibly be, you're not welcome here.
And we're deleting your comment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're going to call you out in the next video and give out your address. So... No, we're not gonna. Okay.
No,
all right. No address.
We can put it on Craigslist if it's too positive.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Okay. See ya.
Check me out. I'm going to make a serious comeback.
Less Than Zero.